Hello? Is that working? Kinda. Sorry, we're kinda freaked out. Especially since we're using a radio to tune into a YouTube video. Well, anyway. Let me try one more thing. That? What? Oh. That's new. Hello? Is that working?
No.
Sorry, we're just kind of... Wait. Didn't we already do this? We've already done this, right?
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Are we in a time loop?
We're in a loop.
Hello? Did that work? Is that working? Sorry, we're just pretty freaked out. Wait a second. We've already done this. We've already done this, right?
Yeah.
Are we in a time loop?
A loop again.
Oh, no. If we're in a time loop, that's going to make this edit. Hello? Is that working? Kinda. Sorry, we're getting really freaked out. Wait a second. We've already done this. We have already done this, right?
Yeah.
You think we're in a time loop?
Yeah.
If we're in a time loop, that's going to make this whole review a real challenge. You're going to have to keep redoing shots slightly different than previous versions of the same shot. Organizing this and editing is going to be a nightmare. I'm not a very organized person!
Fix your saturation.
Okay, whatever that is, I'm not a fan. I don't like being told what to do. And the whole disembodied voice thing coming out of a CG portal above my head is a little concerning too.
Fix your saturation.
What are you, my boss?
I am whatever you write me to be.
Good answer.
To proceed with the review, you need to fix your saturation.
Fine, I'll do it, but don't expect this to happen too often. Hello? Hello? Did that do it? Wait, again? Ugh. This is gonna take forever. Well, at least the picture seems to be clearer now.
To break free of the time distortion, you must review a game. A spooky game featuring teen drama and strange things. A game known as Oxenfree.
Yeah, that's kind of why we're here. We already did the intro.
Yeah, did you see the title card?
Wait, what? Oh man, these titles can be so confusing.
That's what I'm saying.
Can we just go back so I can try again? This was all supposed to be earlier.
No!
But, you didn't have to be so mean.
I don't know what you are, but if you're gonna be some sort of time manipulating voice in the sky, you need to be able to handle the loops of your labor.
Yeah.
You can sit there and argue with me all you want, but you'll never get anywhere until you finish reviewing the game. It's already been like 3 pages of script.
All of that is true, except you're forgetting one very important thing.
Yeah? What's that?
I'm the real master here. I'm the editor.
Oh. Poop.
Hello? Is that doing it?
Not again, Dad.
Wait a second. That should have solved the problem.
You forgot. In the creation of this video, you established rules. Rules that even you must follow. Otherwise, you'll be considered a bad writer.
Well, I already know I'm a bad writer, so joke's on you there. But it seems I'm stuck with you until the end of this review.
4 minutes later.
Hey, if you want to be a reoccurring character, you better shut it.
Sorry.
Oxenfree centers around a group of teenagers and in a small act of teen rebellion decide to hitch a ride to an island to stay after curfew and get into some mostly harmless trouble in what is basically a local tradition. The group is ripe for drama, as there are various histories, crushes, and introductions that connect them all in various ways. Each of these relationships unfold as progress is made and conversations are had throughout the game. These are all put to the test once things start getting weird, and the characters are forced to rely on one another to get through what's happening to them. On top of time loops and being separated, the group finds themselves against something that can only be described as supernatural, causing them to question pretty much everything around them. Even though tuning the radio seems to be the cause of all the chaos, it also seems to be the only way to progress, or else be lost forever.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
Fake.
It uses some fairly simple mechanics to deliver a story in a way that only a game can. The concept of time manipulation, loops, travels, spooks, and creeps aren't new to any medium. Oxenfree, however, uses the fact that as the player, you experience those time loops more directly. Playing through each loop, being unsettled in the differences and events that occur each time, means a level of immersion absent in movies or novels. Primarily consisting of walking around various locations, selecting conversation options as more of the mystery is uncovered, Oxenfree adds a dose of puzzle solving through the radio mechanic. In specific spots, the protagonist's radio can be tuned into all sorts of things. A walking tour where you learn more about the history of the island is where it starts. But pretty soon, you can start tuning into some pretty weird things. At the center of all this is an in-depth dialogue system that has an overall impact on the characters' relationships to one another and ultimately what their situation ends up being at the end of the game. These conversations happen all throughout the game and usually serve some purpose to either the overall story, backstory, or personality of the character. The way they ask questions or tell stories or reacts to your dialogue choices gives plenty of insight into each character. Sometimes it would have been nice to have these conversations better paced, as sometimes I'd find myself simply waiting for a conversation to be over before initiating the next event or moving to the next screen because I didn't want to miss out on what was happening. There were also a few times when I didn't get my dialogue option in on time because I didn't want to interrupt the person talking and was waiting for an opportunity to make my selection, but the dialogue options disappeared before I had a chance to choose one. There was also a couple of times that my options were off-screen due to being close to the top of the map. Despite these setbacks, Oxenfree continued to be incredibly engaging, and I always wanted to know more and push the story forward. While overall Oxenfree isn't exciting in terms of gameplay, it certainly is intriguing. There are lots of little mysteries to uncover along the way.
Like the mystery of what's happening to you, for example. Your lives have meaning now, repeating, looping forever. Not only within this review, but each and every time this video gets played too.
Just
Love mystery. You're not being a big me.
Plus, you're really the only one at risk of being stuck in this particular time loop forever. Because once we're done here, we're going to keep going on and making new videos while you're going to be stuck in this one being played back over and over and over again.
Hey, I didn't think, my brain hurts.
The main reason we're doing fine is because you forced us to play this game, which has gotten our mind used to the idea of being stuck in time loops and getting through them. Meanwhile, I don't know what you've been doing.
I'll have you know, I've been doing lots of smart and evil things that would totally go over your head. What's so funny?
You don't get it, do you? We're the ones in control here.
I'm editor. You have to do what I tell you to. That's impossible. I'm the stinky monkey face who likes to suck lemons. Why did I say that?
Well, you go ahead and figure that out. Shall we continue? So what did you think of the game Oxenfree? The game where we walked around the island and had the radio? Do you remember that game? What did you like that game?
Scary.
It was kind of scary. But do you like scary things?
A little.
Was it fun?
A little.
Yeah? What did you like about the game?
The spooks.
What didn't you like about the game? Is there anything you didn't like?
Walking around.
Was that kind of boring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like it when the characters were talking? No, was that boring?
There's the spooks.
You were just there for the spooks? Okay. Oxenfree's use of time loops and branching decision-making causing multiple endings makes multiple playthroughs a must, and in a brilliant moment of extreme meta, heavily implies that the entire game itself is its own time loop. It's a great game, and as a dad, since it only takes about 4 hours to finish, it really heightens the chances of me being able to actually finish it. As a parent, it can be difficult to find the time to complete an epic 80-hour story sometimes. But with Oxenfree, I knew that I could sit down and within 4 hours see it from start to finish. And it felt good to finish a game without having to worry about having to return to it in the near future. It's also overall family friendly. Aside from a couple of moments, it was fine to play with Lil Gamer watching. In hindsight, I'll likely wait until she's a good amount older to play it with her again. It hit that eerie factor spot on, without going visceral in its visuals, and it's a great spooky game to play if you can't handle more intense games like Amnesia, The Last of Us, Dead Space, Outlast, or countless others. It relies more on presenting an unsettling concept with characters you learn about than a lone person trying to survive horrors and jump scares. The emphasis on the characters and the relationships to one another help with the tension when you encounter one of them acting strangely. It's effective because their personalities are established, and it's unsettling to see them acting outside of that. The gameplay itself isn't anything overly exciting, but the story and idea behind it are worth the time. If you love strange tales of the supernatural and creative storytelling and are fans of shows like The Twilight Zone, X-Files, Over the Garden Wall, and Stranger Things, I definitely think you'll enjoy Oxenfree. Hello? Hello? And with that, I say kids have fun.
And enjoy them.
Alright, I think that's everything.
Good job.
They think they can just push me aside. I'll return, just you watch. Also, thank you so much for watching. This video was a ton of fun to make, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit like, and if you want more, go check out our previous videos, and subscribe to add us to your subscription list. If you know someone who may enjoy this video too, send them a link. For updates and other nonsense, check out our social media. Finally, we've started streaming more regularly. The best way to know when is keeping an eye on social media and going to our Twitch channel and following us. If you're lucky, you'll catch a stream when we finish the stream with a couple of real loud bedtime stories. See you around. And don't forget